Hey Goodfellas, I'm Naldi and we are at Style of Zug. And today we're going to check out 5 amazing writers that don't skip a beat. And if you follow me since a long time, you know that for me, a great writer must obviously write well, but it also must be a work of art to hold in your hand. So I have here 5 pieces that are a must in every collection. And while you might already have 1 or 2 of this, the other ones might still be under consideration. This is the video that will help you to take a final decision. We have a Namiki number 20 in black urushi, which is also available in vermillon urushi. We have a Pilot custom urushi in vermillon that is also available in black urushi. We have the beautiful scribo feel made in Bologna that has this beautiful resins and is always limited in production. We have the Sailor King of Pen and we have the Otto Hoot Design 08. So first thing, I'm going to actually show you the 5 pieces, and after I've shown you the 5 pieces, we're going to test the writing experience. So you'll have a full big picture about this 5 marvelous models. And we're gonna start on my right with the beautiful Namiki number 20. This writing instrument is called Yukari Royale whenever there is maki-e on it. When it's just in urushi, it's called number 20. And the nice thing about this writing instrument is the fact that it has a solid brass body underneath the black urushi, which gives it quite some weight. It is an oversized pen, but without being exaggerated. It has an 18-karat gold nib with the Mount Fuji embossed on the nib. It is a cartridge or converter filling mechanism. So this is definitely something that with the Japanese is always very similar. I do hope that this writing instrument one day will be as a piston filling. However, in the meantime, we'll have to enjoy the fact that it writes very well, that it is just beautiful in this less is more kind of design, and that they put a lot of effort into the craftsmanship. If we go further, we discover the Pilot custom urushi, which is bigger than the Namiki number 20. It is between the number 20 and the number 50, also known as the Emperor. Again, known as the Emperor whenever there is maki-e on it. I'm showing you here the vermillon one with this black urushi accents. It has a very, very nice big 2-tone nib. Same like the Namiki number 20, you can fill it up using the converter of Pilot or putting Pilot Namiki cartridges. Pilot is a brand that owns Namiki. Namiki was the founder of Pilot and kind of is the premium brand of the company. This is another marvelous writer, great ink flow. We're going to discover this in a few. Then from Japan, we go to Italy and we discover the beautiful scribo, this faceted feel. This is the blue califo with the rose gold elements, but this writing instrument comes in a variety of colors and in a variety of metal trims. What is beautiful about scribo is the fact that they offer a wide range of amazing nibs from 14-karat flex to 18-karat in EF, F, M, B, PB, even triple B. So these guys at Scribo are absolutely crazy. This is an iconic model. The only thing that I would wish here would be an ink window. However, it is a piston filling mechanism, a very well-made writing instrument with an ebonite feed, stunning piece, and it's really becoming a classic within the industry. From the Scribo, we go back to Japan, discovering my very own personal Sailor King of Pen, Iro Miyabi. Also, the King of Pen comes in many kind of colors. You can find it in resin, there is the one in ebonite, then there are a lot of urushi versions of the Sailor King of Pen. There are limited editions of the Sailor King of Pen. And what's amazing about this writing instrument is this big King of Pen nib, which has a certain kind of flexibility. Again, we're going to discover this as soon as we test the nibs. It also comes with a converter or Sailor cartridges. Again, I do hope that at some point Sailor Namiki Pilot will introduce a piston filling mechanism, because in addition to the beauty of the urushi and the great Japanese writing experience, having that bit of mechanic inside the pen really enhances the experience and enhances the products, in my own opinion. And then as a last piece, after checking out Japan and Italy, we go to Germany and we're going to discover one of my favorite writers, and it's the Otto Hoot Design 08. great. Made in Rotanium, available also in black and in yellow gold, with concave top and bottom, horizontal and vertical guilloche designed by Mark Brown, with a one-tone yellow gold 18-karat gold nib that is available in extra fine, medium and broad, steel grip section with PVD, an amazing engineered writing instrument, real German industrialization. It is fitted with a pull and twist piston filling mechanism. Again, we did wish that somewhere here there would be a nice ink window. However, it's not the case, and I don't know, somehow I think it's quite complicated to create a nice ink window. We do hope that at some point there will be a V2 of this writing instrument that feature pretty much all important aspects for both a collector, a lover of beautiful items, and someone that is a user that actually writes every day with it. But now that we have discovered the peculiarities of these items, we're going to discover together how this writing instrument performs. And before we do that, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank you for watching, for being such amazing viewers. Some of you haven't subscribed yet, so why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button? It really helps out a lot. You won't miss on any future content, and I promise that there is quite some stunning content that is coming up. I thank you so much for it, and welcome to this amazing community of Goodfellas. And we start with the Namiki number 20. And while I'm going to write, I'm gonna try to describe the way how it feels to write with it. So it does have a bit of a scratch, or how I call it, a feedback, but the ink flow is very good. Very precise lines. This is a medium nib. You see, it doesn't skip a single line. So it does give you quite a feedback, but again, the flow is very good. It's not the smoothest kind of nib, but that's what we want from Japanese. From there, we go over to the Pilot Custom Urushi. Quite a size. Let's see how it performs. So the feeling here is that the size of the nib definitely delivers a more pointy kind of writing experience. It doesn't have much flexibility, but it is very precise, and it's almost like writing with a knife. So in that sense, the Namiki number 20 was a bit more buttery while I was writing, and that's probably due to the different shapes of the nibs. So shapes of the nibs actually make a big difference when you're writing. Here, it's really more like you're writing with a needle, and that can really be seen also by the shape of the nib. Very precise lines, and again, doesn't skip a second. And the nice thing is that you see we have two Japanese writing instruments from the same company, but that deliver two kinds of writing experience. All in all, a very good writing experience. Then we go further to an Italian, and it's Scribo. Let's see how an Italian performs compared to the other one. So definitely smoother, less scratch, less feedback when writing. Great, to be honest. Ebonite feed, as I mentioned. Quite juicy also when writing. It does give you a certain kind, it's fun because it gives you a certain kind of feedback, so you can listen to the nib writing, which is something very important, but you don't have a lot of pressure while you're writing. So it is like silk smooth when you're creating the words, and that's quite special. Look how nice it performs. So Scribo, Italian writing instrument, definitely completely different than writing with the Namiki and the Pilot Custom Urushi. And now we go back to a Japanese one, and it's the Sailor King of Pen. So here again, the size of the nib really also brings the nib more into a needle kind of feeling while you're writing. However, this nib here, 21 karat, is more flexible. So you can feel that it has more flexibility while you're writing, and it's less stiff. It also delivers lines that are less stiff. So I can show that maybe a bit here, you see? So the lines can actually have very, very characteristic shapes, a lot of feedback, great ink flow, and flexibility. That's what makes the Sailor King of Pen something truly enjoyable. And then we go to probably the heaviest writing instrument, and it's the Otto Huth Design 08. Heavy, quite some weight. So here we definitely have a classic German kind of nib, German kind of writing experience. What I appreciate about the writing experience with this nib is the fact that, again, the ink flow is absolutely marvelous, but the weight also delivers a pleasant kind of writing experience. So the weight makes a lot of difference into the writing, because, you know, it adds that little pressure that probably would be different if you would put in the pressure. So it adds some weight. Look at the flow. Again, doesn't skip a beat. And it's super reliable. Well, good fellas, I have two questions now. First question is, which one of these 5 writing instruments do you already own? And second question, if there is one that you don't own, which one would be the first that you're looking to purchase? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget that every time that you're leaving a comment on this YouTube channel, you're communicating with like-minded people that appreciate the fine craft behind well-made writing instruments. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, because there's more amazing content coming up in the next couple days, weeks, months, and years. And as usual, don't forget that together we are changing the game. Hey good fellas, wait before you leave. I wanted to show you this marvelous Mont Blanc William Shakespeare 1597, a limited edition that is very difficult to find, that is available here at Style of Zug currently. This is such an amazing edition. Look at all the details, the beautiful guilloche, and then the lacquering over it. It is really a marvel. These are kind of things that we have at Style of Zug, and so I'm very happy to show them to you. And now, don't forget that together we are changing the game.